I'm not comparing myself to an eagle, but I'm flying. Quitting drugs was my rebirth, and it was an interesting journey. It all started when I was 9. I was enthusiastic about everything that inspired me. My dad used to smoke tobacco. His hands were full of gemstones.
The music at the beginning really stood out for me. I loved it. I thought it was really good. I liked what they did with the text graphics too. I thought that was really well done. It was very professional, really slick looking. The Prisma filter was an interesting choice, I think, but I understand why they did it, to kind of show that going back in time and stuff like that. Cinematography throughout this was great.
I was amazed by the way the filmmaker decided to combine such a complex subject with such a beautiful approach. I mean, making a musical about the way addictions work is a very original and daring idea. I think it was terrific. It was very well done. I think that the film accomplishes what it tries to do. It tries to warn its audience about how addictions work, how they start from the time we are very young, when we are kids and we see someone or uncles or our parents drinking or smoking, and just with that kind of small situations we became familiar with addictions. I was amazed by the way the filmmaker showed how addiction grows, how he went from one addiction to the next, and how everything was becoming worse and worse. And it's a very powerful experience. It's frightening.
It's a really great story, accented by some of his songs and music, and I really enjoyed the incorporation of the music into the story. I think it really enhanced the whole thing. I think it's all very inspiring and shows just how slippery of a slope it is to become addicted, especially at such a young age. And it's very heartwarming to see him recover and his family support and his ability to not lose his musical creativity and learn how to enhance his life in a new way.
I really appreciated this sort of autobiography music depiction of, it was a musical documentary, but it was also like an autobiography to me of this guy quitting drugs. And I appreciate it because I think a lot of people who are going through this can gain the inspiration they need. Hopefully this will help them do what they need to do. And I really love that his dad didn't just put him in a facility, but made the facility at home, because I think his philosophy is spot on. If you want to do this, you'll do it anywhere, because if you just do it in the facility, it's not really real life. So I really liked that a lot. The opening shot grabbed my attention right away. I liked the animation use. I liked how he said just one inhale gets you addicted, and that cigarettes are just the root of all drugs. And that's basically, one puff breaks the boundary between you and drugs. Drugs enhance creativity, all of these things. They sound, the creativity part sounds so glamorous, but then when you get down to it, it leads to so much more, and possibly death. So I really like the depiction of the stages as well. The stages of going from a cigarette to almost heroin in this specific instance. It just shows to me that if you have the will, you will do it. All my happy memories were attached to drugs, which is sad. So I'm glad he was able to have that awareness. I mean, it's a special quality to be able to I shouldn't say that. Everybody has the quality, but I think it's a special thing to be able to override the need for something like that, the addiction, and use your will to have a better life.